Welcome everybody, we are back for another edition of 5-Minute Adventures. Today we are back at the Langley Good Times Cruise-In. This is the annual car show that happens in Langley, BC. This is one of the top 3 car shows in Canada, one of the top car shows in North America. So this particular show stretches for 1 mile all the way from 272nd Street along Fraser Highway to 264th Street, and there's cars lined up on both sides of the road down the middle. There's anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 cars that are going to be in the show today. It's just around 8:30, quarter to 9 in the morning. Some of the cars are still rolling in. Let's take a walk through and let's see what kind of beautiful cars we can find. So as we get started here, it's along Fraser Highway 272nd, starting on the right hand side of the road. As you can see, we have a good collection of cars already in place. This beautiful old Woody, complete with the surfboard on top. Got the rose detail in this beautiful car. And of course we have the custom hot rods. This one, look at how low this one is to the ground. If you need anything in the way of merch, we got t-shirts, hats, pins, and stickers. Even on the side roads here, we have cars lined up. Cars as far as you can see. The hours of dedication into these vehicles to make them look as good as they do. Engines polished, not a mark on any of the chrome. I do not have the time, the patience, or the financial ability to have one of these vehicles at the moment, but they sure are nice to look at. We got trucks, we got convertibles, lowrider convertibles, regular convertibles, lowrider Parisienne, just needs a little bit of paint. We've got some newish trucks, El Caminos, no, sorry, Chevelle. Nova in yellow or blue. We got GT350 Shelby Mustang. Wonder if this one has a signature by Carroll Shelby on it. The dashboard is not signed on this one. We have this beautiful Corvette convertible, 1966. Another 1966 with the top dropped. I love the color of this Challenger. And you can tell from the beady tires on the back. It's a quick car. We have Cobras and Chevelles. Now I am the farthest person away from being a car expert or aficionado, but I do like to look at them. I like the gold steering wheel on this one. So we're playing a little hide and seek. .350 Camaro. Whole bunch of 350 Camaros here, side by side by side. Paint scheme on each of them just a little bit different. And then of course we have the brand new Camaro. A little bit of a difference in the engine. Beautiful Challenger with the A&W blanket in the back, with the A&W ball in the front and the root beer. No. This person was here early. Their registration number 6. They started setting up for this show at about 5 o'clock this morning, if not earlier. Registration number 5. Beautiful hardtop convertible on this Fairlane. Here we have the Judge GTO. We have this beautiful one-off international custom hot rod with the patina and everything on it, parked right beside a first generation Viper. It's the nice thing about this show. So this is a mixed car show, so it's not just one particular type of vehicle. It's every type of vehicle. Anybody who wants to register for this show can put their vehicle in. Just need to give it a good wash, good wax. You're good to go. Pay your registration fee, and you're in. Oh, this one's for sale. If anybody's in the market for a Thunderbird, 56 T-Bird. This Peterbilt's also for sale if anybody's interested. Now we're getting into our real classics. This is a 1913 Ford Model T 4-seater. Complete with the tools.
Hi there, how is everybody doing out there today? I thought I'd show you my 1966 pink Cadillac Coupe de Ville with the original 429 motor in here. And what makes Cadillac so good, this has 320,000 American miles on it and still running with the same motor. The trick is every time I fill up, I put a little bit extra oil in there. So I've been performing at the Cruise-In. My name is Steve Elliott for 18 years. This is my 18th year here. We perform songs by Elvis, Johnny Cash, and anything from that era. And yeah, we're here again, and this is my extra girlfriend right here. So thank you very much.
Good morning, Langley. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Langley Good Times Cruise-In here in beautiful downtown Otago, British Columbia.
Oh, it sounds like my good friend Jim McGregor.
We've got sunshine.
Out on the speaker there.
Food. We've got rock and roll. We got hot rods and hot rods and classic cars and custom cars and almost everything that ever rolled off an assembly line is here on display today. I understand they're expecting a record number of cars today, so you got lots to look at right through till 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm here with my pride and joy, my 49 Ford pickup truck at the Langley Good Times Cruise-In in downtown Oldego. This show started in 1997, and there was a couple of years we've missed it, but otherwise it's been a welcome show for the car crews. Everybody who has a custom car, classic car, they love coming out here. We expect a record number of cars this year, and a beautiful day, sunshine, blue sky, and everything you can ever think of in a car is here on display here today at the Cruise-In.
For anybody that's a fan of the A-Team, we have all of the vans here from the 80s, 70s maybe? This is the closest one to the actual A-Team van. It just doesn't have the same paint scheme. But there's a whole mess of them lined up beside each other here. This is the kind of car you have to get dry cleaned if you get it dirty. As we pan out, you can see it's got the big bumper. It's got the big wing on the back. It's good. Obviously, this person does not have children. An all-original 1926. Wow. This one is not all original, but it does have really dark tinted windows. And of course, it's a dog-friendly event. But if you bring your dog, make sure you clean up after your dog. You keep your dog on a leash. We have this lovely wagon, 1954 Ford wagon with the surfboard on top. We were just in Maui and I saw lots of vehicles with surfboards, but nothing that looked like this. This one needs a little bit of a paint job. Otherwise, looks very nice. There's no rust on it or anything like that. This one came up from Washington State, this Camaro. Another hardtop convertible here on this Skyliner. Hardtop convertibles nowadays fold in half before they get tucked into the trunk. A little bit different from back in 1958 when these were first manufactured. And of course, anything that you need to know about engines, parts, suspension, wheels, etc., somebody here will be able to tell you exactly what you need to know. We have here a line of Grand Nationals, Buick Grand Nationals. There are 6 in a row here, all black, all polished. So if you're a big fan of Buick Grand Nationals, black was obviously the best color for the Grand National. Doesn't get much lower to the ground than this. Here we have a DeLorean with a little bit of Back to the Future. It has a flux capacitor in there. Save the clock tower on the dashboard. I don't know if you've seen, but there's a new DeLorean that they're supposed to be coming out with. Different company, same name. This is a custom Possessor, it's called. It's a 1953 Chevrolet Possessor. We got race cars. Oh, with a raccoon driving.
You're welcome.
I do remember this car from last year, particularly because of the custom hood on it. As you can see, it's a multi-piece front end. It's a race car, so it's made to open up for easy access mid-race. And of course, what car show would be complete without motorcycles? There's a few motorcycles in the show today that I've seen so far. We'll see them as we're wandering around. Beautiful 1963 Corvette. I prefer the 62 myself. 63 is when they changed the body. 62 had the nice round lights on it still. See if we can find some of those while we're wandering around. Beautiful Chevelle. I know I keep referring to all of the cars as beautiful. Clearly I need to buy myself a thesaurus and come up with some new adjectives. Here we go. Now we're talking. 1961 Corvette. Of course, these cars aren't just down the right-hand side, they're also down the left-hand side of the road and down the center of the road as well. So we'll walk up one side, we'll walk back down the other. We have this nice 1958 Thunderbird and a beautifully restored Volkswagen Bug, complete with Grogu. This one is local, it's from Abbotsford, it's a 1957. So many of these vehicles are for sale here. This one appears to be painted like this. It's got the clear coat over top of the patina and the paint. This is a nice bright blue Ford truck, F100, 1956. So with this one, it looks like they painted it, sprayed something on it to make the paint run, and then clear coated over top of it. People are going to be spending the whole day polishing their cars because they're all parked underneath these trees. Well, it's great to have the shade to sit in for part of the day while everybody oogles your car. You also get leaves and stuff falling on your car all day long, especially now that we're getting into the changing of the seasons and the leaves are starting to change color and fall from the trees. We have the Mach 1 Mustang Fastback. 1969 Mustang. This is a beautiful 1931. I love the color of this one. We have an old LAPD police Crown Vic. We have a 1975 Chevy Malibu. I used to have a 1977. Wasn't nearly as nice as this is, though. And of course, it's not a proper car show without a tractor. Completely tricked out. Chrome everything, custom wheels, spinner wheels it looks like on it. I'd love to see this out on the farm. You don't see good hood ornaments on cars nowadays unless it's something like a Rolls Royce. Something they should bring back is the hood ornaments. Turbo. So this particular vehicle is converted for a camper. Let's take a look in the back. It's converted for camping. You've got a table, you've got a bed, you've got a camper cooler in there. Everything you need to spend a week off-road, or a month. This definitely does not look like factory paint. We've got some engines revving around. Last night, all I could hear from my place was engines revving and tires squealing. I know that the police shut down a lot of drag races and smoke shows and burnouts. Hopefully nobody's vehicles got impounded yesterday with all of the shenanigans that were going on the streets. So one of the staples of the show here is In-N-Out Burger comes with their portable kitchen. And they set up and they start selling tickets at 8 o'clock in the morning. And the lineup of people waiting for a burger, now it's probably just after 10 o'clock in the morning. And this is the lineup of people all waiting for an In-N-Out Burger. So if anybody in California or wherever In-N-Out is, if you have one in your area, be glad you don't have to wait in this lineup just to get a delicious monster style burger, monster style fries. Here we have one of the sponsors of the show today, Super Steve's Tire and Mechanical, with their Corvette race car 2013. A 1967 dune buggy to get you around town. I remember this one from last year too. Also with all of the A&W accoutrements, including the tray, the server, the rotating mini version of the car on top. There's this 1930 Model A Tudor, T-U-D-O-R, and the matching trailer that goes with it. So if you want to take this camping, you totally could. And we have another one here, the trailer as well. So many of these vehicles have little mini versions of themselves. Just on the hood or on the top. I guess if you can find a model of your car, you're gonna buy it. I love the color on this one and the flames. 1950 Chevy Coupe. 1971 Demon. Beautiful. We have this immaculately restored 302 Mustang.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
See, in the past, they've grouped together different types of cars, like Mustangs together, Corvettes together, 1930s or 40s vehicles together. But this year it seems to be first come, first serve. They're just parked in random order. People who own multiple vehicles obviously have them parked together, but they've tried to park with similar vehicles. But it just, it's not the same as it was the last few years. Look at all the wood we have on this one. Wood panels on the inside, wood floor, wood on the outside, surfboard on top, of course. Even the shifter knob looks to be wood. Suicide doors on this 1942 Chevy panel truck. This one reminds me a lot of the Munster Mobile. A little smaller though. Of course, we got the live music happening. Big Shiny Band is the name of the band that's on right now. Sounds pretty good. See, now we've got Mustangs all parked together. 302 Boss, 1968. The 1970 Mustang Sports Roof. So it's got the fastback. The outside of these cars are immaculately restored, but so much time goes into the interior of them too. Oh, Roush Mustang. See if you've got some signatures on it. And of course we got Jeremy here with Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder was at the show here last year too. Jeremy, tell me about your truck.
1979 Ford F350. Got a 460 big block V8 and a C6 automatic transmission.
So they refer to this as a 3-window coupe, but there's 4. 2 side windows, back window, front window. Careful, velociraptors in the area. Always remember, very important, when you come to one of these car shows, cars are for looking, not for touching. As Jim, the guy with the yellow truck from earlier in the video, said while he was up on stage, one little tiny scratch could be thousands of dollars of damage, especially if you get it on a paint job like this one-off custom fire airbrushing. Does this one have the bird on the hood? It does. Pontiac Fiero that has not burst into flames. We have a slammed 1975 Volkswagen van. Complete with fridge, water, table, sleeping bench, everything you need to go camping. For sale, 1974 Jeep CJ. If anybody's interested, asking only $12,900. Beautiful Stingray. 1971 Stingray. Complete with the luggage rack on the back.
Hey, only 70. Only 70.
1955 T-Bird. Amazing. Mercury M8 for big jobs. That's what it says right there. Big job. Oh, and then we've got parked on the grass over here. So this is owned by a local guy in the Aldergrove area. He has all of these old military vehicles. He's got some old military equipment here, including rocket launchers, helmets, old communications equipment. We have here this 1951 Ford special delivery Woody with the surfboard, of course, because you can't have a Woody without surfboards on top. Just amazing. Leather straps to hold the hood down. Mach 1 Mustang. I like the color on this. It's kind of a tangerine. Very nice. 66 Corvair.
Yeah.
with the rear engine.
But temperature in this, the zinc melts like a glass and it coats all your last form of defense on your rock. No.
Back in the day when it was more popular, you had your ashtrays even in the back. These three cutlasses are a staple of the show. They're here every year. All three of them. This Lincoln Continental is, it's definitely a land yacht. I think there's twice as much metal in this as there is in any new vehicle. Perfect for the grocery store. Lots of storage. Take the kids with you. Strap them in. Now this is more like the Monster Mobile. '64 Buick Riviera. Inline 6. 5-point harnesses inside. Hot Wheels Legend. Looks like a Hot Wheels car. This is also a 1954 Studebaker. Interesting color choice. 1957 Chevy wagon named Lucille after Lucille Ball. The hydraulics on these next few cars are just amazing. This is way up off the ground. This next one is just three-wheeling it. Parking it like that is very cool. Look at the custom paint job on this. On the dashboard and the roof. All tied together. Right down to the engine covers. Amazing attention to detail. This Mini's a little smaller than the one that we bought. This is an original 1973 Austin Mini. 1927 Model T Roadster. Pickup. It's got the tiny little bed in the back. Not quite enough to haul lumber with. 1956 Chevy Bel Air. Two-tone. 1967 Rambler Rebel. 1954 Chevy Bel Air. Here we have the lineup of Hondas. Starting with the Accord. And then we have the old Civic from the LeMay Car Museum down in Seattle, I believe. I've been to that car museum. It's an amazing place. 5 levels of cars. Everything you can imagine. We have the CRX. The more classic old Civics. A lot of these cars get destroyed every year in rollover contests at like monster derby or car derbies and demolition derbies. Custom wide-body Datsun here with the roof rack. You know, in case you want to go skiing or something with it. So just as we look at these last few cars, I want to thank you for joining me on our adventure today. We've got the 2022 Langley Good Times Cruise-In. We'll be back next year. Hopefully the weather will be just as good, and we'll have another record turnout for all of the vehicles for this show. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.